Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
Hello, folks. Welcome back for our latest interview in the Refugee series for South Africans, recent arrivals in the United States under President Trump's program for South Africans suffering from unjust racial persecution, which includes Afrikaans-speaking white South Africans, English-speaking white South Africans, colored South Africans, Indians, and even some colored folks, and a few blacks. Well, folks, welcome back. Today, we have Michael and Chanudre, who are in Michigan, and apparently they were deeply involved in uncovering the Pala Pala scandal, so they're incognito. We're doing this interview off camera. Did you guys hear me? I hope you're laughing about that. All right. Well, okay, guys. So when did you arrive?
On the 9th year.
On the 9th of April.
Is it? Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm asking you.
Yeah, April. Yeah, April. That's correct.
All right, the 9th of April. Okay, so you've been there for, well, actually a month now. And how are you finding Michigan so far?
Beautiful place. Amazing people. It's really an amazing place.
And how are the
bipolar?
What's that?
Bipolar weather.
Oh, you don't like the weather. Well, a lot of South Africans complaining about the weather, except the ones in Texas, but even they're complaining because it's up and down, hot and cold. All right, the Floridians, I don't think, are complaining yet. But yeah, Michigan, it's not really spring yet there, even though it's supposed to be spring. So you arrived on the 8th of April. You guys are from the Pretoria area, correct?
Correct.
So, Michael, when did you first hear about this refugee program?
A week after you announced it, Colonel.
But
saw a video on Facebook.
Sorry?
I saw your video on Facebook where you were standing at Wimpy announcing the program.
Funny, because I didn't put it on Facebook. Somebody stole that content. See, for the haters who always attack me about this, that's the reason we asked the question. We're trying to find out how people found out about the program, because a lot of South Africans don't know about the program. Chanudre, are you surprised to find out that many South Africans have never even heard of this program, or if they've heard of it, they think it's for white farmers?
Yeah, I've contacted my aunt also and told them about the program, and they say in their area and they're on the Free State that almost nobody knows about it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. So, are either of you guys white farmers?
No.
But wait, what are you doing here? I thought it was only for white farmers.
I don't know. I probably look like one, but no, that might be the problem with them.
You look like a farmer. Okay, I will give you that much. All right, so for the two of you guys who came over then, how are things going so far? Is your agency working with you? We've heard a lot of complaints out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. I even heard rumors from some people in the government that they wouldn't be sending anyone else to Ann Arbor, but obviously that was a lie or a failure because you guys arrived after I was told that.
Oh, no, our agent is amazing. They are really amazing people.
All right. Well, I don't know if that's because they were always amazing or maybe a fire got lit under their bum. Who knows which? So let's go through the list of things. Okay. Social Security and numbers, employment authorization documents. Do you have those?
The Social Security we are waiting on. And we went about... The numbers should arrive in a week. Yeah. They had to make an appointment, and the appointment took a little bit long for the but it's on its way.
So your Social Security appointment is scheduled, but you don't have numbers yet. And what was it about the EAD?
We have that. Yeah, that we have.
That you have. You got that within the 30 days. Well, that's good. So as soon as you have a Social Security number, have you already started to look at the job market?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're smiling. I can't see you, but obviously you're smiling based on your reaction. What does that mean?
It means that there's no problem getting jobs around here. I can promise everybody. We have been walking everywhere. We've been walking at Harbor Flat. And each and every shop you go by, there is jobs opportunity. They are looking for people working around here a lot.
So there's lots of employment opportunities. I imagine a lot of it's entry-level stuff, but you guys aren't all that old. You're kind of young. So, I mean, I'm sure you don't mind starting out there and proving your worth and moving up quickly.
Not at all. As I tell everybody, you're going to start at the bottom and you're going to have to work your way up. You're going to have to.
So since you've been doing a lot of walking, sorry guys, because it's hard to, there's two of you, so it's hard to find the appropriate moment to jump in there. So with you off camera, we're going to have these interruptions. But so I'll try to ask you by name and then we'll respond that way. But Chanudre, let me ask you, you've been walking around Ann Arbor. How do you find it? University of Michigan's located there. I imagine that's a pretty decent campus. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've walked past a few of the places that's part of the campus, yes.
So how do you find it?
It's huge, I can tell you that. That place is huge. You walk forever and you think you'll get past something, but no, it's huge and it's nice. It's amazing.
Well, what about the town? What about the town itself, Chanudre? I mean, do you like Ann Arbor so far?
Oh, yes, I love it. It's beautiful. The nature that you live in, the animals that you can't believe that a place that's in a place like this has this much animals around. It's amazing.
Well, Michael, speaking of animals, do you come across a lot of what I call tree rats? I'm sure you get a lot of tree rats running around the streets.
There's a lot, Colonel.
Also known as squirrels for everyone else. There's a lot of, I call them tree rats. Yeah, there are quite a few. We got a lot of squirrels here in America. That was some good eating for the pioneers.
Tree rats and a lot of Canadian geese.
Oh, those little nasty bastards that crap everywhere. They are the least respectful fowl on the planet, and unfortunately they're protected. Otherwise, my 12-gauge barrel would be melting. I mean, you've seen that, right, Michael? I mean, they crap on everything, everywhere. They crap where they eat at. They're the most stupid animals. You think that they're ANC caters. They crap where they eat.
That's true.
The lady next door warned us about it. They say on the top roof they learn the babies to fly, and if you walk out, they will crap all over you.
So they're teaching their babies to fly and they crap on your head. Well, that sucks. All right, so guys, what challenges have you faced so far? I mean, obviously waiting for the Social Security number is not ideal, but you said your agent was pretty good. Let me run through some of the things we always ask. Where you don't wait, I'll go with Michael first. I'm going to ask questions and I'll give you a chance. So the first question is, were you greeted at the airport by your agency or representative? Were you taken a temporary or permanent accommodation? If so, were both adequate? And have you received any grant assistance in the form of money so you can get food? And what else is happening as far as your agency? Go ahead, Michael.
We were greeted at the airport by our actual agents, taken to a hotel first for a week, where we met our case manager, actually, and we've been dealing with her since we arrived at the hotel.
All right. So, I mean, it's going pretty well. What about the food? How you guys find the food?
The food's interesting.
It's interesting. Oh, well, that's an interesting approach. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's interesting.
It's something else. The turkey is something else.
Yeah, no, America's a big turkey consumer. I think we're the largest in the world. And so, yep. Anyway, yeah, so what have you guys done? I mean, obviously you can't work yet. Are you looking at work, or are you just getting accustomed and acculturated, or what are you doing here, Chanudre, as you adjust?
Well, the first time in the hotel, I was fine. And then when she moved us into our permanent housing, that's also amazing. They cleaned it up well. Everything is working nicely. I ended up in the second day in the hospital.
Oh, my goodness. Why were you in the hospital?
Yeah, so we were told in South Africa by the lovely doctors we have there that I had a stomach ulcer. And so it got worse here, and I went to the hospital and they said, oh, no, it's not a stomach ulcer. You have a gallbladder that's inflamed and causing problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you have your gallbladder removed?
Yeah, they didn't even give me a chance. I was going in and I talked to the nurse and she said, okay, we'll take you in. And they took me in. I went through a lot of tests and machine scans and everything. And she came back. She said, okay, if I don't come back, you're going in for surgery. But if I come back, you're not. And she did not come back. So
So you went in for surgery. Did they do a laparoscopic procedure?
Yes, they took 4 cuts, put in the little machine arm stuff whatever they call it, and they took it up.
Well, that's kind of what happened to me. I flew back from South Africa in agony, and it was the third time it happened over the course of a decade, and it was a gallstone trapped in the bile duct. And when I went in for surgery, there was no one on a Sunday, so I told the doc to take his time. I mean, I want to make sure I can still wear a bikini when you're done. I don't want that 6-inch scar. so I had the laparoscopic procedure, and the scar is completely gone. You would never know I had gallbladder surgery unless you took an X-ray.
Yeah, same here. This stuff is disappearing so well, and they did an amazing job. And those hospitals are amazing, amazing place.
So the morons in South Africa said you had a stomach ulcer when all it was your gallbladder.
Yep.
Well, don't you just love healthcare in South Africa?
Oh, it's the best. It's the best in the world. Those guys are amazing, you know, amazing.
No, you mean here, not in South Africa.
Exactly.
Okay. It's hard to detect your sarcasm off screen. That's why I'm just making sure I'm straight. Yeah. So, that's, again, I told people we have the best medical care in the world. The only problem is how is it paid for? And usually it's employment insurance or it's Medicaid for those who don't have employment or Medicare for those over the 65 because the government has state monopolized the system for those who are retirement age. But anyway, but you got care. That's good. It's case after case of South Africans I keep talking to who come here, whether it's cancer or it's Lou Gehrig's disease or it's dental issues. It's one thing after another. So many things. So many South Africans are suffering, and a lot of them don't even know it medically. Michael, are you surprised by this?
I'm not surprised at all, Kim.
Yeah. So, guys, what was? Let's start with Michael. What was the push factor for you, Michael, to come over here? Were you having a hard time finding work? Were you being persecuted on a basis of some reason, your skin color, or did you face an incident? And you don't have to detail what it was, or incidents that you were persecuted, physically or mentally, or something like that. What was the push factor for you to decide to come to America?
The first one was the persecution of skin color. And then the second factor was work.
Yeah, you couldn't get work because you're white. Is that the problem?
Exactly.
All right.
I've been told multiple times at interviews, sorry, you whites, we can't hire you.
Wow, that's illegal. Apparently not in South Africa.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this question, Chanudre. Is the same situation happen to you? Did you also get denied opportunity or employment because you're white?
Many places that we go to that doesn't even bother to take your CV. I worked for Vanuatu. It's a Uber, but mostly for white people. That's run by a company that's mostly white, but they have been targeted by the ANC and by the black community so much that I didn't see the point in driving a place that taxis will try to push you off the road or stop you. They keep on ganging around your car, asking you questions about it, and you have to make excuses. You can't tell them I'm working for a white company.
That's crazy. So, Michael, what's that like? I'm not to be too nosy, but I'm curious. I've never been denied employment because of my skin color. I've had to deal with unfair treatment by the government in its ridiculous pursuit of equal outcomes instead of equal opportunity. But I've never been denied anything. So, what? It's got to be a bit depressing.
It is depressing, Colonel. It makes you feel like a failure. You can't accomplish anything.
That's horrible. I can only imagine how what's the word I'm looking for here? Soul crushing. Really, it is. It's got to be a real disappointment. Can you? So you guys are both. I didn't ask your age, but both look like you're born freeze. Are you born freeze or around that time frame?
I'm 32.
All right, well, that makes you born free then, because it was 32 years ago.
I'm almost 40.
40? Oh, okay. You're the old man in the crowd. Didn't realize that. Sorry about that.
Almost.
All right, but you're close enough being born free. So, yeah. So, this is not how South Africa is supposed to be. It's supposed to be, the rainbow nation and everybody kumbaya and it's fairness and everybody gets a fair shake. Do you feel that you got a fair shake in South Africa, Michael?
No, I did not.
Okay. So the combinations you're at, you said it's suitable. You guys are fine with it.
Oh, it's amazing. The place they gave us accidentally 2-bedroom place because they thought we are not together, but so they split us up into 2 bedrooms. But no problems at all. They know about us. They are very friendly. They gave us a clean place. They cleaned this whole place out. They put in a new refrigerator, a new stove.
Wow.
They did amazing job.
And food is
Yeah, they
way
gave us
too
a lot
much
of food. These people want to make us fat, really fat.
They want to make you fat.
Yeah, they give us a lot of food.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that they want to make you fat, but just be careful what your intake is. I suppose you'll be fine there. My goodness. So, what has been the biggest disappointment of the process? I mean, not everything goes perfectly. So, Michael, any disappointment?
Just the waiting, girl.
Yeah. And Chanudre, what about you?
Yeah, it's just the waiting. I don't have anything problems with anything but the waiting for the number and the time it takes for it to happen. But it's how it works. You can't rush everything.
So let me ask you this question: did you guys apply on separate cases, or did you have one case? And how did that go?
We applied on separate cases. Girl.
Michael applied, and then about month or two later, I applied, and when I went in,
hold on there, Chanudre. So what? Did Michael apply and not tell you he applied?
No, he applied, but I took a while because I was still working with my company, and I didn't want to let them know about it because they aren't very friendly white people. So when I applied, the lady that called me, she asked, "So do you know somebody there?" I said, "No, I know somebody that's going there." She asked, "Oh, do you want to link him?" I said, "Yeah, let's link." So I actually stopped him from coming over before me.
Oh, geez.
Saying
Well, that's not necessarily true that you stop him. Link doesn't mean you travel together. It means you wind up in the same location. I don't think they explain that very well. But it doesn't always work. You guys are together there, but Utopia is in San Diego and his daughter is in Kansas City. That's on the other side of the country.
We were lucky.
Yeah, then we were lucky because we flew on the same time. Everything happened on the same time for us.
Well, that worked out pretty well then. So let me ask, did you do the PRM email, the statement of interest, and or the intake questionnaire?
We did the statement of interest first.
Okay, so you never did the PRM email?
No.
And when did you do the statement of interest? Do you recall?
Yo.
Well, Michael went first. Hopefully he remembers.
It's a while back.
I think it was the second last week of May.
Okay, it was in May. Okay. I mean, come on, guys. How can you not remember things like this? I mean, this is like a life-changing event. Let's see. I had gallbladder surgery. I don't know. It was sometime like 20 years ago. Who knows? I don't remember. It was very traumatic. Come on. You ought to remember this. All right, so May. So you waited nearly a year from the time that Michael first put in the statement of interest to arrive.
Yep.
Yeah.
One hell of a long time.
There you go. And that's what I keep telling people. Everybody keeps telling me how everybody just came over here 3 weeks ago. And I'm not getting interviews with anybody who's ever made that claim. People make that claim in groups, but they're not making the claim when they do the interview. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, so what's the biggest difference, Chanudre, for you that you can notice living in the States now? It's only been a month, so it's early days, but difference between that and living back in South Africa?
Well, I can walk around at night without needing to watch over my back. I can actually walk around any time of day, and I don't even need to be careful of who's walking behind me or who's coming towards my side. I'm free. I'm totally free around here. It's amazing how free you can feel. I've been walking into, like there's this, what's it called? What's the areas? Apartments, and they're open. You can just go walk, scroll through the places. There's nothing that's locking everybody down. We are sleeping with an open door here. We aren't scared. It's not like South Africa. You can't even leave your doors open in South Africa. You can't walk around in South Africa at night. It's just amazing how this place moves, how the people are here. They are friendly. There's nothing like South Africa. Nothing.
What about you, Michael? What's been the biggest thing you noticed the difference?
People actually following the road rules.
Yeah, that was it.
You can actually cross the pedestrian crossing without being scared. You can get run over.
So what you're saying is that the paint on the sidewalk or on the street actually indicates something that motorists must obey.
we we were walking this one day. We were walking, and there was this crossing. Now we are still new here, and we are standing at the crossing, waiting for the car to go because we are used to cars just driving. And the guy was looking at us, and we were looking at him. And after a while, we just started walking. It's like we're not used to this.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, no, it's a very big difference there between that. Well, it's not just South Africa. It's a lot of places where people just run you down. I think in South Africa, they see someone in the middle of the street and they're like, oh, target rich environment. And they aim for you.
Taxis, that happened to me. I was almost run over by a taxi that targeted us when we tried to cross the road.
Yep. No, I've seen that before myself. And I've actually stopped and put my arm out in front of a taxi, a combi, and gave him a look like stop, and he screeched the brakes. It kind of shocked him. Yeah. But back then I still had two hips, and if he kept coming, I could have run. But so I don't know if it's a risk I'm willing to take anymore. But anyway. All right. So what else have we not talked about here? I mean, we've gotten through this pretty quickly. A lot of the questions I typically ask. So the agency is doing very well for you. You are just waiting on the Social Security numbers. You've already looked around for employment. Have they already talked to you? Have you gotten some assistance on converting your CV into a resume?
It's coming.
They're busy with it.
Yeah, because when I think it will come with Michael's food benefits that he has to go spend some time with what's called
Swift account.
Yeah, county, to build up his whatever they call it. So he has to spend with that, and that's when our work agent will start talking to us.
All right. Well, but they're wasting time. They should be talking to you now. I don't know unless they've got a full plate with others, but I don't know how they do it. But I've wondered about this because I'm concerned that these agencies, not that they're doing a bad job, but that they're doing it a different way than I would do it. What I mean is that for employment help, if they're going to convert your curriculum vitae into a resume in a format that's standard here in America, then what I would do if I was your agent is I would sit down, I would look at it, move things around, and then I'd bring you in and sit down with you and explain to you why it's in this format and why this is important and why that's important and why you exclude this and why you include that. I hope they do that with you guys. I mean, I'm not sure if your agency does that. And it's not a criticism. I'm just saying it's a different approach. And the reason I say that is that means going forward, you'll know how to do it yourself and you won't have to rely on them all the time.
Yeah, no, I believe she's really busy. She's running up and down. You see her a lot with all the
moving in new.
Yeah, she's like really busy, and we aren't those kind of people that can't do stuff on our own. We do most of the stuff on our own. We don't bother her too much, and she's really not bad. If you need something, call me. If you want something, call me. She will give you anything that you need if you require it.
Well,
but we are not like her.
That's pretty awesome. So, Chanudre, let me go through this. Someone said that you guys don't sound very stressed, like you took it in stride, not the experience in South Africa, but the process, even though the wait was a long time. So when did you first get contacted? Because you said Michael put in his statement, his interest in late May, and then you waited about a month, so June. When were you first contacted, Chanudre?
Early June.
Oh, that was actually pretty quick. And then when was your first interview?
It was about in September, yes.
Wow, that's pretty quick too, actually, when you consider it. But then you didn't fly until April.
Yeah, that was the long wait.
So,
patient.
So when did you get your email saying be prepared to fly in 2 to 4 weeks?
8 days before we flew.
8 days. Well, actually, then that paid off. It actually came within those 2 to 4 weeks. Then actually less than 2 to 4 weeks. Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like things are kind of screwed up. Did it put you in a bind, Michael? I mean, just having that 8 days that you're going to fly. I mean, did you have to scramble to get rid of things, or did you guys just not have a lot to begin with?
We didn't have a lot to begin with.
No, we didn't have. We were ready on the spot.
So basically, I could have called you and said, get on the plane tomorrow, and you could have been here.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Sounds like you would have.
Oh, yes, we would.
Well, I mean, it's not the case for everybody. A lot of people got kids in school, or they've got, buckies they've got to dispose of, or properties, and not everybody is as young as you guys are, and so they've got a lot of lives to unwind and sort of thing. So, the two of you, do you have Michael? Do you have family back there, or anyone else that's come over so far?
I have somebody that wants to come over, but most of them are going to stay in South Africa.
What about you, Chanudre? Same situation?
Yeah, my mom is still there. She won't join the program yet because I told she has a dog and our cat is also still with her. And I told her we will never put animals down for stupid reasons. So we said, okay, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna start working, and I'll start sending her money to get the dog chipped, to get the dog ready, and then when the dog is ready, we'll put her on the program, and then we know the dog can travel here.
Okay, so Chanudre, let me make sure I understand correctly. I don't want to misunderstand. So your love of your pets, which is certainly legitimate, your mom is not applying for the program yet because she probably doesn't want to be caught in a situation where she's told to come over all of a sudden and you don't have the money yet. So you're trying to get established to raise enough money to send to her so she can ship the pets to you, and then she's going to apply.
Yes, because it's her dog and she will not leave that dog. That dog is a big part of the family.
No, that's fair enough. I mean, that's a huge sacrifice on her part. I hope that you guys are able to find work quickly and get the money over there, because it's probably, with a dog and cat, going to cost you, I'm going to estimate, between $3,000 and $5,000 to get them over here.
A lot more.
Oh, you've already
you got a quote. For the dog and cat together, it will be about almost $9,000.
Well, you need to shop around and get another quote. That's high. That's high.
That's very high. Yeah, it's very high.
All right. Well, you've got time. You're not making money yet, but start looking around for other options. There's other options out there. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, I didn't pay that much going either direction. I paid a lot for my two cats both ways, but I mean, anyway. Just shop around. You shouldn't have to pay that much, and the sooner you can raise the money, then the sooner your mom can get in the program.
Yeah. But it's worth it. It's worth it to get our pets here. It's totally worth it.
No, absolutely, but it's not worth it to be ripped off. I'm trying to prevent you from being ripped off. I mean, that's a lot more than the going price. That's what I'm saying. So just look around.
This includes everything. This includes the chips and the vaccinations and the crate they go into.
No, I got that. Mine included all that too, and it wasn't that much. So I'm just saying. And other people are shipping their pets over now. So, but of course, did you guys? I don't know if you watched the program. Did either of you watch my program?
We have been watching you a long time now.
Since the beginning of the program.
Yep.
Okay. You guys keep saying a long time, but I've been doing this for 6 years on YouTube. So
okay, not that long, but since the program, that's long for us.
Yeah, that's long for you guys. Not for me. It's like yesterday. The days are just, I mean, it was a year ago. I was in South Africa right now a year ago. So it's, yeah. Anyway, but all right. So you've been watching the program for a while. So what about the program surprised you? Michael, were you surprised to hear Trump announce that he was going to have a refugee program in South Africa? Did you ever think such a thing would come about?
I never thought something like that would happen, Colonel.
And did you guys ever consider going somewhere else? Australia, New Zealand, UK?
Hell no.
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 Why not? You don't want kangaroos?
No, thank you, Australia. No, thanks. That place, no, I don't think that's my kind of place.
Well, it's basically one big desert except for the eastern side of the continent.
Exactly.
Yeah, mostly a desert there, the whole continent. But all right, so you never consider anything else. This came along. So, Chanudre, for you, did you ever expect to see anything like this? That someone like the President Trump would offer a program for South Africans to escape and come over here?
No, it was amazing that somebody actually sees us. It was amazing that he actually opened something like this. It was like a shock at first. The first time we saw it, we was, oh, this has to be fake. It has to be fake. That's not going to happen. It's fake.
Well, both of you are Afrikaners, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I've been asked to interview English-speaking South Africans, and I have, but somehow people miss that when I interview them. I guess the surnames don't always work for people. And understandable so. I mean, the Campbells are Afrikaners, but Campbell's not an Afrikaans name, so just saying. Anyway, so what's the plan, guys? I mean, do you have a long-term plan? Are you do you think you'll stay in Ann Arbor? Do you want to move to not Wyoming? Do you want to move to Colorado? Do you want to see the Grand Canyon? I mean, what do you got in mind? Because you're here now and you're here for a while, at least till you get sorted out.
Oh, my plans is to convert my license so they can start getting a car. I would like to eventually own a house, and I would love to travel this country and see what it is. I don't know about moving out. I like Ann Arbor. It's nice, but it's a little bit expensive. It's like really a little bit expensive, the housing around here.
Well, unfortunately, that's the case all over the country these days. Housing is a major concern. Michael, what about you? Any what do you obviously I would assume your plans dovetail with Chanudre's.
Exactly, Colonel. I still need to actually do my learner's and license.
Did you have a license in South Africa?
No.
I have.
Okay. All right. So Michael, when you're driving, let me know. I'll skip Ann Arbor that day. Night of Justice said, have the boys dated American girls yet? I don't think most of the refugees are dating anyone at this point. Most are just trying to get their lives settled and in order. So go ahead.
He's on the wrong one there. I'm not straight.
Well, I thought that should have been obvious to folks. I didn't want to bring the topic. Can we discuss that, gents?
Sure, please
okay.
go ahead.
All right. Well, I assume that was obvious to most folks. I mean, I didn't, it's what's appropriate there. Sometimes it's a sensitive topic for some folks, but I did want to ask this question: since you guys are gay, you're a gay couple. What's the reception like in Ann Arbor?
Oh, this place is so open to everything. They have. There's flags hanging around everywhere. You've got the American flags hanging. You've got gay flags hanging. You got every flag is hanging. This place is open to everybody and anybody. There's no judgment. Nobody cares about what your problems. Nobody gives a hell about anything. Everybody's just chilled. Everybody's chatting with you, and it's nothing like you're getting judged. You're getting pushed down. No, it's open. The people are amazing. The place is amazing. There's no judgment. Everybody's on their own.
Very welcoming.
Yes, very welcome.
Well, Michael, the Afrikaans community is traditionally considered a conservative community, although we know there are gay folks in the community. I mean, every community has that, even Muslim communities. Do you feel a sense of more welcoming sense here in Ann Arbor than you did in South Africa?
Definitely. Feel more welcome here than I did that side.
Well, that must be a nice improvement in your life. Was that any consideration? Did they ask you questions about that? You don't have to tell me what the questions were, but did they ask questions about your sexuality when you did the interview? But maybe they didn't because you guys went there separately.
They did ask, Colonel.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Did they probe that? I'm just curious if it became a consideration for persecution.
It's just a normal question.
Okay, all right. So just a normal question there. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's good to hear that that they're more welcoming of you guys. I'm glad to hear that. That's nice to hear. Look, there is judgment here. If you come to my house and eat my droerwors, I will judge you all day long. Just saying. Anyway, all right. So, no, guys, they're not dating any of the girls. And I hope that in their sake that neither one of them is out dating anyone else, because that might lead to some sort of domestic dispute in the house. I'm just saying.
Nope.
Oh, you guys didn't have to tell me that. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right. So, what about shopping? I know you're on foot mostly, but have you walked around to see any shops, or either of you guys shoppers?
Yeah, we went. They gave us some spending money, so we did go shopping. We walked about an hour and 10 minutes to Myers and went shopping then, and we walked back. And the farthest place we walked so far is about 2 hours and 30 minutes then. So yeah, we done shopping.
And how do you compare the shopping that you've done from here to there? I mean, we don't have Dischem or Clicks. We've got, we don't have Rite anymore. They went under, but we've got Walgreens and CVS. We don't have Game. We've got Walmart. I mean, do you guys see a difference?
Well, we would love to go to Walmart, but that's about almost 4 hours walk from us.
Woo.
So yeah, that rules out. No, CVS, that the stuff they have there is 10 times better than our stuff. The way you get the stuff is easier to find, and people are helpful if you need anything. If you want discounts, just get the app. You get that. The discounts is amazing around. Yeah, it Myers. Myers. I still have to learn to pronounce it. The stuff is the food is cheaper there. I can say really cheaper. I can buy with $10 a lot more a year than I ever could have bought in South Africa.
For 180 Rand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Even though the price of food is in many cases nearly double what it was before Biden became president, it's still a lot cheaper than South Africa. So the CVS, the reason I ask about Walmart place, like I don't know where you're doing your grocery shopping at, but one of the things a lot of South Africans say is when they get to the grocery store, they're like, oh my gosh, there's like 800 brands of cereal here. Or they go to the crisp section, there's like, a whole row of crisps that's like 60 meters long. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. We had to go twice to the shop just to walk through everything and see everything twice, because if you go back every time, it's like, oh, I missed this. There's more. There's more. No, and the cheese also. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's easy to miss. And the thing is that, for the new arrivals from South Africa, and unless you've been to America before, which most haven't, some have, all this is new to you. So you're going to have to experiment. You get these crisps like, ugh, never again. Not that. That's atrocious. You get these like, oh, I love that. So, I mean, you're going to have to do some experimenting to find what you like.
Yeah, we found a few stuff like, oh, no, thank you.
Well, honestly, I think people who watch the program for a while know, who've been watching the program, know that I actually prefer the barbecue lays in South Africa to the ones that they're made here in America, surprisingly.
I will taste that one out. I know I'll be the judge on that one also.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, the ones in South Africa are better. So Jackie is asking what province. Gauteng. These guys are from Gauteng, Jackie. We mentioned that earlier. You must have tuned in late. So, all right, so you guys are mostly walking, but you're young, you're fit, and if you weren't fit, you'll be fit pretty quickly with all that walking.
Oh, yes. Even my nurse was like, when I booked out, my nurse came, she said, okay, do you want us to push you down? I said, nah, I'll walk out. She's like, oh, okay. Usually we push our patients out. I said, no, I'm walking out and I'm walking home. So no, it's fine.
No, I got you. I'm the same way. When I had my gallbladder surgery, when I came back from South Africa, they put me on the floor where they keep prisoners from the county jail. People in the county jail, if you treat the hospital, they put them on that floor. They're on the other side of, it's like in a rectangle, and the nurses' stations are in the middle, and you have to walk around. I couldn't urinate because of the paralytic that they gave me for the operation, and so they kept saying, if you don't pee within a certain amount of time, we're going to have to, woohoo, rod you. I'm like, no, that's okay. All right. And she's like, well, maybe if you walk around, that'll help. I'm like, okay, I'm up. And so I walked around with that stupid, surgical gown on with my bum exposed to the back. And I'm walking around, I'm dragging my vancomycin drip with me as I walk around all over the place, just so I could pee, so I could wheeze, so they wouldn't rod me. That was, and then I actually walked. The reason I mentioned the prisoners, I was walking around and I heard a disturbance down in front of me, and I'm walking, and first responders always respond. So the nurses who are on duty all rushed into this room, and there was a deputy sheriff in there. The prisoner had broken the rails on the side of the gurney and lifted it up. He was handcuffed to it. He was swinging it around. It had a pointed pole on there, and the nurse is running. I'm like, get out of there, and let the cops handle that. And I'm like, man, this is where they put military on active duty on a floor with prisoners. Gee, I guess we're really loved.
Yeah, that's a bad one. That's a bad one.
By the way, I did manage to wee just before they came in with the rod. I was like, whew, that was close. And
otherwise, you would have also had the rod waiting.
Yeah, no, they would have inserted that just to drain that bladder. But didn't want my bladder to explode. But anyway, yeah, I'm like, you gave me too much of the sedative. It needs to wear off. But anyway, I guess walk around the circulation, you burn it up a little quicker. But whatever the case, I had no problem wandering around with my bum exposed, dragging that vancomycin drip with me everywhere I went. So anyway, I hope that your surgery was a little less eventful than mine was, Chanudre.
The longest was the part that I had to wait to go into the surgery. It took about 10 hours because there was emergencies in front of me. But from there, everything went amazing. Had the surgery. The next day, I went out and started walking, and nothing stopped me from there.
So, Chanudre, here's a pro tip. Not that you're going to have your gallbladder taken out again because it's gone. You can't get it back. But maybe for Michael, if it ever happens to him, here's a pro tip. If you ever need to be seen by medical authorities and it's painful, go in the weekend. All the malingerers are at home. They're not trying to get out of work. They're not trying to get out of school. There's nobody at the hospital except real emergencies. But even then, you might wait a while. When I got there was nobody in front of me. I still waited 45 minutes in agony before they finally looked at me. But there was nobody in the hospital when I went in on a Sunday, and it was really nice. I didn't have to wait behind guys that had machetes and pungas in their heads, and guys with bullet wounds and traffic accidents, stuff like that. But 10 hours is a long time to wait. That must have been excruciating.
Well, it hurt. It hurt a lot, but I don't. If I really wanted to, then they will give me pain medicine to relieve it fast. But I didn't want to be on too much of their stuff, so I just pushed through it.
Gotcha. Somebody in chat just said when they come to us, you're going to burn your passport. I would advise against that. You're still a South African citizen. You need your passport. If you intend to leave the country at some point, and you'll have to have that passport. So I would advise against that. Now, maybe they're just saying that in jest, but do not burn your passport. Retain it. And when it's due for renewal, contact your consulate in Washington or Los Angeles, wherever they do it, and get yourself a new one. And do it well in advance because the South African authorities are very, very slow and incompetent. All right, guys. So Michael, you did you have a career field before you came over?
I was in hospitality and retail.
Okay, so you've done both of those. So working in the hotel industry or the casino industry, something like that, might be appealing to you.
I actually want to get back into hospitality. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. There's plenty of that, and you can do that anywhere in the country. There's gobsmacked hotels all around, so that's something you can easily do. So have you? I mean, where you're at? I haven't looked at your address. I don't know. I imagine there's some sort of lodging and places like that near you. Have you gone to any of them to look and see if they're hiring?
There's a lot, and most of them are hiring.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. And it's not that difficult if you show determination to get hired in one of those places and move up pretty quickly. I've noticed in a lot of places where I've been, a lot of people from the Indian subcontinent who for some reason are migrating here. I'm not sure why we're letting so many Indians in, but a lot of them now seem to have taken over control of a lot of hotels. I was in King's Dominion, and everyone that was working there was from the subcontinent. I guess I don't know if maybe it might be a franchise one and owned by an Indian and he hires only Indians. I don't know, but everyone there was an Indian. Also, I noticed it in New York, Indians running the hotel, so they are moving in that industry. So you better move fast before the Indians take all the jobs.
Now, we also talked to the lady at the hotel where we first was. Her boss owns most of the hotels here. So,
and the workers there are mixed culture. They are from everywhere, so they don't focus on one culture.
Yeah. Daddy Sarcastic, living up to his username, said, "I'm sure the wait at the hospital isn't as bad as waiting for approval for the program." Smart ass. That's messed up. What about you, Chanudre? Career fields? We touched on this earlier, but what are you hoping to do?
Well, for now, I'm just still checking into anything that's just entry level. I don't have a lot of qualifications or anything. I used to do a lot of driving jobs in South Africa and hard labor jobs, but yeah, that's mostly what I'll just focus on now as the entry level.
Are either of you interested in going to Votech school to pick up a skill or a university at some point?
I would love to go to schools and study further into what's it called? Agriculture, yes. I'd love to get into farming one day.
Okay, well that's an expensive proposition if you didn't grow up on a farm, but not impossible, but an expensive one. It can be done. I grew up on a farm, but didn't own the farm, and so obviously, besides, I was a dairy farmer. And that's not something you want to spend your life doing. That's a tough road to hoe. When somebody said, "I want to get old in USA, I got you, Tian van Niekerk is the one who said he wanted to burn his passport. I appreciate that, but you don't burn all your bridges. You hold on to things, okay? Just make sure you do that. It's just wise sage advice that you keep those documents. In fact, I was upstairs, guys, going through my drawer a couple of days ago, and I opened up the drawer, and I've got canceled official passports and diplomatic passports. I still have them, although I'm missing 2 of my diplomatic passports because they didn't return them to me. The bastards, they're supposed to return them when they're canceled. But I keep all those documents, as time goes by. So, you guys, if I may ask, how long you guys been together?
About
13 years.
Yeah, about 13 years now. Going.
How long?
13 years.
13 years. What did you rob the cradle, Chanudre? I won't do the math on that one real quick, but you guys have been together a long time, so you know each other.
Yeah, we do.
All right. So, what did your families have to say, Michael, without disclosing who they are? And when you mentioned, did you wait a long time to tell them that you were doing this, or was it early on when you applied?
I told my mother 2 weeks after I applied, and she just said, "Go for it."
All right, cool beans. And Chanudre, what about you?
Yeah, my mom knew from the start because I mostly lived with her, so she knows everything I'm doing.
Oh, so you guys weren't living together in South Africa?
We were both living with my mom.
Oh, okay. But Michael's better at hiding it from people because his mom wasn't there. So, okay, I got you. Heidi makes the point about how long you guys been together. It's longer than most marriages. That's true. Most marriages last about 6 to 8 years, so at least half of them. So that's a good point. 13 years is a long time. So, all right. What about flying? Had either of you flown before?
I have.
Yes, that was my first time flying that far. I've only flown twice. The one was down to Cape Town. That's not really flying. So this was my first, and it was long.
Yes, it is. Long. Did you fly from Cape Town or Tambo? And where did you fly to? Tambo. Where did you fly to? Newark?
Germany.
Oh, you went through Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt, where did you come to?
Frankfurt to Washington.
Yes. So you went to D.C. then. All right, Dulles. So you went Tambo to Frankfurt to Dulles, and then from there to Michigan.
Yes.
That's a long trip.
It's a hell of a trip.
Yeah. Could you imagine? We don't send people to Hawaii, but could you imagine if we sent people that route and then added in Hawaii? That would be just hard. That would just be mean. Just mean. No, the flight from South Africa itself, but I mean, in some respects, guys, you caught a break there because that flight from South Africa to Atlanta is between 15 and a half and 17 hours coming over, depending on the winds. It can be brutal. Whereas you're only flying 12 hours to Frankfurt, so that's not as bad. And then you fly 8-9 hours to the States. So, I mean, it's 2 flights, longer flight time, but at least you're not on the same plane cramped in all the time. How was the flight? Was for you, Chanudre, was it okay? I mean, when I say the flights, was it okay? I mean, were you comfortable? Were you jammed in? I've got long legs, so I hate flying now.
Yeah, I'm long as well, and the seats are very close to each other. I can tell you that the seats are very close.
They're far too close together. Yep, exactly. All right, guys. Let's see. So I wanted to ask you about the best thing that you've experienced so far in America. Just a month, but Michael, what's the best thing? We talked about this most surprising, which was kind of the security for both of you. But what's the best thing for you, Michael?
The friendliness,
Okay, how friendly people are.
Yes, and how welcoming people are.
That's pretty cool. And for you, Chanudre?
For me, it's amazing the rules are here. How many people can follow all these rules? All the job opportunities you will have. The amazing nature around here. Everything it's just amazing. We have been going to hiking trails, and you won't believe. I couldn't believe that the hiking trails are taken care of, and you can walk there without needing to cut through bushes to get somewhere.
Yeah, and you can walk in trails without being molested and assaulted. In freaking Pretoria, people running in jogging routes in a race and get pulled over and raped and murdered. At least here, you're usually pretty safe on these routes.
Yeah.
There's a route in Maryland that runs basically from Baltimore all the way down to Annapolis, along an old rail line, next to it. It's a paved route for joggers and walkers. And I have gone out there and done a 25-mile walk run before. Just went 12.5 miles one way and 12.5 back the other way. It's pretty wild. I can't do that anymore, but just beautiful scenery in Maryland. You get that all over the country. There's a lot of concern and care about green spaces and outdoor living for folks. So I'm glad you both appreciate that. Let me ask this question. So I want to let people know that these guys came on today because I had no intent to do an interview today because I'm flying in a few hours. Later this afternoon, well, actually flying this evening, but going to the airport late this afternoon. I didn't intend to do an interview today, but they reached out to me, and I know other people reached out to me, and I've talked about doing interviews. I'm not fobbing anybody off, but they said, we'd like to do an interview, and I said, well, sure, we can do it late next week or tomorrow. And they said, we can do it tomorrow. And so I said, okay, we scrambled, and that's why we're doing it. But why, Chanudre, why did you guys ask to do an interview? Were you just paying it back for others, or did you just because you're obviously not doing it to become famous because your faces aren't on camera?
Nope, we just wanted to talk to you and explain to you how our situation works here and how our agents work and
Paying it forward.
how the living is here and paying it forward. Telling people that it's not as bad as some of the people make it.
Well, you did. Well, yeah. Some people but some people are having it bad, guys. Honestly, some people are having a difficult time because they're agents. So we can't dismiss that. That's a real situation. There are also awesome Karens out there. We have to admit that too. But so for you guys, I want to ask this question. You said you've been watching the program since early on when you found about the Refugee program. You're watching my show. Chanudre, did you find my show helpful, or did you find it misleading, or did it help you in any way coming over here?
Was so helpful. You were so helpful. The things you told us and everything you said, it was 100% on the nail. It was very, very, very helpful.
I'm surprised to hear that, Chanudre, because apparently I'm an evil spirit and I've misled people and I lie to them. Have you heard that? I've heard that.
Well, I've heard that a lot. I've seen it a lot also. A lot of people tell that stories. But no, they should really, there's train tracks. You can go stand in front of them and see if there's a light coming through the tunnel. It might just be something for them.
I might clip that and use that for a short. That's pretty good. So we got some super chats coming in. Nikki says, no discrimination. This program is for everyone. Knight of Justice gave 140 Rand, says, I wish both of you a prosperous life. That's very kind of you, Knight of Justice. So, guys, we're going to have to wrap up here shortly. I've got news to do at the top of the hour, but I want to give you both a chance to have the floor. I'm still on camera because you guys are incognito. But, Michael, I'll start with you. Anything you want to share with folks about the program, about your experience, or any advice you want to give to anybody? It's your floor.
Just keep the faith, and when your time comes, it comes. But be prepared to pack fast.
Pack fast. Okay, well, that was brief but good advice. Chanudre, I hope you can give us a little bit more than that.
Just keep, like Michael said, keep your faith. It works. Keep patience. I know it's a hard thing. Patience is really hard. It took me a lot of patience. Stop believing the bull that everybody's talking about, the fake stuff they try. I've seen a lot of these people trying to break this program, break the people down. There's a lot of family that will try to stop you. Believe me, I have family that I'm talking to that wants to join this program. And in that family, there is family trying to break them down and stop them. Just give it up. If the people can't stand with you, they don't deserve to be part of your family. If the people won't be with you and see you better off, just go on and take the program. Please, people. It's amazing what you won't lose anything. You'll just gain. It's amazing work. Just go for it.
Well, guys, that's awesome. Thank you both for agreeing to come on in short notice, and I'm glad that you're doing well there. I hope your Social Security numbers come right very soon so you can get out there and start paying taxes, and I'm not the only one paying taxes. I want you guys to contribute. So, but thank you so much for coming on short notice. I really appreciate it, and I wish you the very best. If I get up to Ann Arbor, and Toledo would be on that path too, but if I get up to Ann Arbor, perhaps we'll have a coffee when I visit folks up there.
Yes, over. No problem there. I would really like to meet you in person. It will be amazing.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop you off, and then I'm going to wrap up here. And I want to thank you again. Bye-bye, Donkey. Since you're both Afrikaners, I'll say bye-bye, Donkey. And thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Sorry about that. Now I know why my video is not right. There we go. It was not full screen. Transform. There we go. All right. That explains why I messed with it earlier. Well, thanks to Michael and to Chanudre for being my guest today. I really appreciate it. That was a short notice. As I said, I wasn't planning on doing this interview. I wasn't planning to do any interview this morning. I was just going to prep for the news. And it's a big news day. Don't run off. You're going to be directed automatically to my news broadcast at the top of the hour, which is just about 5 minutes away. I might start a couple minutes late because I got to pull a few things together. But Cyril Ramaphosa, the Constitutional Court, has surprised a lot of people by saying that Parliament was wrong and unconstitutional in its decision to dismiss the investigative report into Pala Pala. Well, Pala Pala, will it come back to haunt Cyril Ramaphosa? Don't get too excited, but it is exciting news. On top of that, the ceasefire, the tenuous ceasefire, is in question in the Strait of Hormuz between Iran and the United States. Lots of news coming up in just a few minutes. So stick around with us, folks. Thanks for being here. God bless. Appreciate my guest, and I'll see you guys shortly for the news. Cheers.